y'all. I'm on the. I had to block that dude I was on that post arguing with, cause you know what I learned. As soon as you start asking them, church folks about they sin, they want to start talking about how they redeemed and how they've already been forgiven and how much grace God has given them. Isn't that amazing? I just deleted. Well, I blocked him, so I don't know if y'all can see. Did y'all see I was arguing with that man on there? Did y'all see? And went to his page. It's one page on there, one post about some scripture. And he talking about you going to be going to hell with your pastor. So is you, because you just put yourself in God's judgment seat. So when he was talking about him, I said, well, tell us what God saved you from. What was your sins? Let us know. Since you're so quick to point out somebody else's. Oh, I've been forgiven. I said, and William Murphy has too. Move on. I'm going to bust their head to the white meat every time, India and is. Don't come over here. I said, are you slow? I'm not understanding, sir. Listen, this is my thing. Like I said, if you've ever sat in a church where they played a secular song, whether it be a wedding or for whatever the situation was, and they played a secular song in God's house, you are just as guilty as if you feel William Murphy and everybody else is guilty, you're just as guilty because you sat there and you didn't get up. As soon as you heard Luther Vandross, Jaheim, R. Kelly, Joe, whoever that was not a Christian song being played in the sanctuary, you should have got your ass up and left, because the moment that you heard it, you knew what it was. You knew it wasn't gospel music. You became a part of the sin. Jagged Edge and the like. If it was in a church and it was not a gospel song, you became part of the church. Part of the sin. You sinned just like the people sitting there did. Just like if you go rob a bank and I'm in the car, whether I wanted to be a part of it or not, they're going to say, well, why you didn't get out? I believe I can fly. Come on. And let them tell it. He's a pedo. So why would you be paying? Or any of those people's songs, if you know they sold to the devil. Why would you sing? Why would you allow a song written by a person that sold to the devil to be played in the house of God? Because in order to get to that stardom, they sold, right? That's what y'all tell people, they devil worshipers. So why would you play a devil worshiper song in the house of God? Make it make sense. I was just watching your morning rewatch and No Lies Detected. It's not a game, Miss Moore. If it's a sin to listen to secular music, it's a sin even at a wedding. It's a sin at a funeral. When they're playing funeral music, if that funeral is happening in a church and they're not singing a gospel song, if secular music is sinful, then why is it okay when it's played at a church event? So does God excuse the sin because it's happening in church? Does God excuse the sin? Yes, Toshi. Jaheim ain't no gospel singer. Plenty of people didn't walk down the aisle to Jaheim. Plenty of people didn't walk down the aisle to Joe, Beyonce, You name it in the church. And from let the church tell it, these is all people that sold their soul to the devil. So if you can tell somebody that they a Satan worshiper, why is it okay to play a Satan worshiper's music in the sanctuary? Ever. Whether it's trap music or R&B. If they sold their soul and you say they a devil worshiper, how much are a hypocrite of you that as long as you get married, you can do something that's sinful? And party in the fellowship hall. Come on. Make it make sense to me, y'all. And yes, I'm irritated because this is why people don't work church. Because you will go to church and they think because they change one word in a song that it's not a gospel, that it's now a gospel song. Right or wrong, churches do it all day long. They'll change 2 or 3 words, but the rest of it is all the same song. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to say, because if y'all don't like devil worshipers and y'all want to say everybody sold their soul, why do y'all listen to their music when y'all get married and on your wedding night and at the reception in the service? I'm just trying to figure out where it stops. So it's not okay for him to do it, but it's okay for y'all. So what I need my family to do, because we know better, is get your Bible Gateway for me, if you can. Y'all ready? Who ready for this? Y'all ready? Matthew 7. Easy read version. Matthew 7. We ain't even got to go far. Matthew 7. Matthew 7. And the next time one of these so-called Christian people say something crazy, I just need you to just copy and paste this like we always do. And leave it there. I ain't arguing with nobody else. Because guess what? Every time I said something on them posts, they made an excuse as to why they could judge somebody and they could say this and they could say that. So I asked all of them, what is it that God saved you from? Where was your salvation from? Oh, don't worry about that. And it doesn't matter because I've been forgiven. Or I used to do that. Oh, okay. Well, the same grace you get, William Murphy and everybody else get. What your grace is something different because now you didn't got grace. You don't got to extend it to nobody else because you don't do that no more. Well, you still being a judgmental person, and that's a sin off rip because you have now put yourself in God's seat. You see that she got real quiet? A lot of people got quiet when I said that. I said, well, tell us what you got delivered from then so we can judge you. Tell us what you used to do so we can judge you. Because he did that 3 days ago. He did that before. He's not still having that same service in his church right now. So the same way it's your past when your ass was nasty, doing whatever you was doing that God wasn't pleased with, as to why he had to take you and clean you up. And yes, I'm angry because this is why people don't want God. This is why people don't want, because it's okay for the church to do it and they can excuse away sin, but let you do something, they vipers. Oh boy, you're going to say, oh, well, since we going to, I said, nigga, my whole life story all over YouTube. If you want to know anything I done, it's 800 videos. I talk about where God brought me from every day. I'm not ashamed. I said, you're not an overcomer yet, are you? Because when you done overcame your testimony, you don't care about telling nobody who you used to be, because you're not that person no more. But if you still hiding your sin, that means it's a possibility you could go back to it. Girl, they be killing me throwing them scriptures and don't have nothing to back them up. But this is why we study, so we know when they come with that mess. Matthew 7, everybody. Y'all ready? Let's get this in. Y'all ready? People is crazy. Every time I asked them what God saved them from, they couldn't tell me. They wouldn't. Oh, what God saved you from? I said, it's all over the internet, honey. People around the world know my business. People around this whole blue ball know CERCA TROVA business. And not one day have I been ashamed to tell y'all what I did, because God blessed me. And I'm not still there. And I don't do those things anymore. But I also am not looking down on nobody. Instead of trying to attack somebody, I'm going to try to let them know, hey, God changed me. He can change you too. You never see that in that Christianity crap, though. That's why I say it's a difference between a follower of the Most High or a follower of the Creator of the world and church folks. And y'all can see how quick, where do you see brotherly love at? Tell me where y'all done seen brotherly love in the T.D. Jakes case, in the William. Y'all seen any brotherly love coming out of their church? Anybody? Before they start calling this man a false prophet and this and that. But they play his songs in their church every Sunday. They choir only get recognized because they listen to his music. Baby girl, listen. Folks is crazy. Yeah, you ain't seen none of them saying, we gonna pray for him, brother. Blah, 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 blah. These are the same people that would have paid all day money to go to his concert, baby. And this is why I told y'all love me right now until I do something y'all don't like. Till I say something that step on your toes real good. Have I not been saying that? No, I'm on Instagram. Have I not been saying that since the beginning? I said y'all like me right now. But let me say something you don't agree with. Nigga, y'all be gone too. I'm used to it. Because I'm not going to say what people want to hear, and I'm not going to move to other people's beat. Not one offered to pray for him. They didn't. Not before they shamed his name. Not one of them went on a 3-day fast for him either. Like the Bible tells, how many intercessors do you think, instead of commenting, they went on their knees and went into prayer for this man? How many of them you think pushed their plate back and interceded, since they think he's so sinful? I come from a town that's holier than thou. They don't want to hear nothing true about God. That's just, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. It blows my mind. Because ain't one of them went and said, God, let me get on my knees for this man. Let me go to God for him. Let me pray. Nothing. If you think the devil got him, why you join in with the world persecuting him? Like he don't already have enough of that from the so-called ain't saved folks. Y'all needed to join in too. Y'all got to him before the world could. Y'all didn't even show a united front for y'all brother in Christ. It ain't been 4 days. Today's only the 5th. You ain't been on no week consecration for Bishop. You ain't been on no 7-day prayer vigil for Bishop William Murphy. You been running your mouth about what happened to that. You an intercessor in your church for the sin lost and all of that. Why you didn't intercede for Bishop William Murphy then? You got so much Holy Ghost. Your Holy Ghost didn't tell you not to join in with the world. Where is your spirit or whatever it is that you swear you got? Show me. Because people that I'm worried about losing their soul, you know what I do? I get on my knees for them. People that I feel like are in jeopardy of dying in their sin, I push my plate back. I get up and I talk to God about them day in and day out until I see him change the situation. What y'all do? And I'm not talking to us. Hopefully none of us jumped on the bandwagon with that. If you didn't spend enough time, more than 7 hours praying for this man, you wrong. Okay. You gonna talk about it? As I said, if God were to put your shortcomings and your discretions or the things that you did that you don't want nobody to know about on this pinwheel called the internet, how would you feel? If you one of the times you messed up, or one of the times you know your family wouldn't approve of what it is that you did, what if it was broadcast all over the internet? And your church family immediately went in on you. The people you so-called worship God with and everything. Because I guarantee you, a lot of these people that was listening to, that's talking about this man, he got them through some of their roughest times in their spiritual walk. I know this because he got me through so many days. It's crazy to me. That's why I don't want to be a part of that mess, because the vipers, the fangs come out, just like Jesus said they was. Now, let's go to this. Matthew 7. Let's see if they all in the right or if they in sin. Y'all ready? Who want to see? And these ain't my words. These is my daddy's words whenever y'all get done. Is we ready? Here we go. It says, be careful about criticizing others. This is Matthew 7. What's that say? Be careful about criticizing others. And y'all, I don't know how to flip this camera around to make y'all be able to see what I see over here. I still ain't figured that out yet. So calling somebody unrighteous, calling somebody a false prophet, saying that he going to hell, is that criticizing him or no? Because God is the judge, and God is the person that says you're going to hell or not. Not one person has made it to Judgment Day. Have we not talked about this? So you telling somebody they going to hell, you just expedited yourself to God's seat and sat there. Because Judgment Day haven't happened. So you don't know who's going to be in hell and who ain't. You made it, you already seen Judgment Day and you know they going to hell, so you're a liar too. Not only are you judgmental, and not only are you sin because you put yourself in God's seat, you a liar because you don't know if God is sending that person to hell or not. God says he don't judge the way we judge, and he don't think the way we think, right or wrong. Because if that's the case, David would have never been in the Bible. Noah would, no, God used a freaking drunk to replenish the earth. He used a whore to wipe his feet. He used a murderer and an adulterer. And it says David was close to God's heart. Why wasn't none of the other Pharisees and Sadducees as close to God's heart as the murderer and adulterer? Why wasn't any of the virgins allowed to wipe Jesus' feet with their hair? Why was it the whore? why didn't he use Methuselah or one of those people that was alive right around the time the flood was happening? Why he didn't use them? Why he used a drunk? Or in this case, an ex-stripper with 4 baby daddies. I'm sure that it was a virgin or a woman married as a virgin that's my age that probably got the same knowledge I got. And I ain't saying he ain't put one out there. But I guarantee you this ex-stripper and God knows what else whenever the time called for it, is the person that he used to talk to a lot of people. And whether you deem me worthy or not, whether you like what I do or not, I answer to God every night and every morning when I get up. And had I listened to church people, do y'all know I would have never did any of this? Because they told me God wasn't never going to use me. And they told me, well, he going to use you, but you got to do it the way we say. Not the way God says. The way that our church rules say. Glad I didn't listen to them. Because there's millions of people that wouldn't even know that the Old Testament pseudepigrapha exists, maybe. They might not even know nothing about the giants that was sitting right in their Bible that they've been going to church every day for 30 years. Didn't even know that Adam and Eve's daughters' names wasn't mentioned in there. But you got it, though. You've been reading the Bible for 50 years and never paid attention that it said if you want to know the rest of this, it's in the book of Joshua. But you got it. And you just know. Tell me what Adam and Eve's daughters' names is then. Since you know the Bible in and out. Tell me when Eve died. Tell me how the giants got here. Tell me what happened on the 32nd day when Adam and Eve was out of the garden, if you know so much. Tell me why the alabaster box is so important. Tell me how old Mary was when she walked. Tell me the real first miracle Jesus did. Tell me how old Mary was when she started her period, because I know. Tell me what happened when Joseph didn't want Mary. Tell me what happened when Joseph didn't want Mary. What happened to Joseph? Tell me the third or fourth thing that Lucifer transformed himself into, seeing as how cosplay is his thing. Since you know all the gospel. Tell me what happened to Paul when he went to Iconium, because it tells you in your Bible. Tell me what happened a little bit that he went. Tell me what happened when he was over there. Who is Demas and Hermogenes? Who is Onesiphorus? What happened when he was over there at their house, since you know so much? What happened to Simeon? What happened to Reuben? What happened to Dan? What was his story? Why did he really hate Joseph? Looks like those are the stories that you need to be finding out instead of worrying about, oh boy. Because it's a whole bunch of Bible you ain't even touched the surface of while you trying to say what the words say. And maybe if you was not so busy pointing out everybody's sin, you could find the rest of the Bible and enrich your mind and enrich your spirit. And so you would have a lot more compassion when you realize that little bit that's in there in the KJV is not all there is. And there's other stories about people that was not so nice that Jesus put up on a pedestal. I'm just trying to figure out Why the church keep acting like the only people use is perfect people when clearly they talking about evidently I haven't read the Bible, evidently you haven't read the Bible, because he could have destroyed Adam and Eve and started over. He didn't have to use sinners to to populate the world, because at the moment that they sinned, they did not have children yet. So even in that, God used sinners to populate the world. This is why we were all born in sin. Make it make sense. He could have stopped Cain from killing Abel because he knew what was in Cain's heart. Why would he let the first grandchildren be born from the murderer and not the good son? Abel died. I'm sorry, not said Abel died. Why did he let Abel die, who was the good son, and let the earth be populated not only from sinners, but then through their son, a sinner and a murderer? Make it make sense, church folks. Do we need to keep going down the line? How God used the imperfect people to do his will? Maybe he knew it was going to be too many self-righteous folks that once he did offer redemption to them, they was going to cut everybody else off. Come on. So he used the murderer to he used sinners to populate the earth. Then he used the murderer, their son, to continue to because the good son got killed. David saw another nigga wife when he already had 4 or 5 or 6 and had this nigga killed. Paul was a persecutor of the Christians. This nigga was murking Christians. Why didn't he use the church people? There was plenty of them at that time. Oh, let's not forget Moses. Moses was a murderer too. Or no? I'm sure it was a Hebrew or Israelite person at that time that had never shed innocent blood. Why didn't he use them? You know how Israel won the war against the Canaanites? God sent his 2 best spies to a whole house, Kim Kardashian's house, and hid them there. I'm sure there's churches in Calabasas, ain't it? Why would God send his spies to Kim Kardashian's house? And it was church. Why he didn't hide them in the church? And the whore protected God's people. So much so that the whore's family in all that place was the only one saved. What's going to be stupid, dumb, amazing, if William Murphy's church fill up 3 times that it is right now. Because God don't work like we work. He don't think like we think. Because if he thought, listen to me, I was 12 years old when my pastor, 13. I was 13 years old when my apostolic pastor, I think he did now, rest his soul, told one of my family members to come to the house where I was staying at 13 now, and told me at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning that God told our pastor that if I didn't show up to church by 2 or 3 o'clock, I was going to be dead. God gave the pastor revelation that if I didn't show up to church that day by the late afternoon, I would not be breathing. And I'm 43 years old, and that was 30 years ago. Both of these people ordained ministers. So you know what I did? I was washing dishes. I looked at the knife on the side of me after this person left where I was staying at. I looked at the knife and I put the sharp utensil to my wrist, because I said, I don't want God to have to get rid of me. I'll do it myself. What if I would have listened to those people that swore up and down they knew what God was saying? What if I believed them over God? I would not be here today, because I cried for the next 2 hours because I knew the clothes I had, I couldn't wear them to church. This was in 1993. I want to say September, October. No, because it was hot outside still. So it had to have been like June, July, August, September. Then sent word through my mama that I was going to die. That's all right, because you going to die anyway. God going to take you up out of here. God already told me you going to be dead. This is why I tell you, I know that pastors speak curses over folks. Church folks is kind. You know how many times these fake church folks prophesied that I was going to be dead? They didn't pray for me. They didn't go on fast for me. And it was all because I wouldn't come to their church and live their fake lie. Well, I see y'all. And real recognize fake. They don't know that the night before, my 13-year-old self just set up with a woman so she didn't kill herself the night before. Or stayed at my homeboy house and the party he was supposed to go to that I just told him I don't have a good idea about it. 2 niggas got shot at the party. This is why I tell y'all, listen to God. Even with me, I am not fail-proof. I tell y'all I struggle, but I hope y'all see a real walk with God. I'm not hiding myself in no church. I'm telling y'all. No, today, better not no tall tree come by here. I don't know what's going to happen. I ain't sitting there like, I'm just holier than thou, and don't be thinking about no me BS. Wake up with it on my mind, go to sleep with it on my mind. But it is the love of God and how good God has been to me that I ain't pogo stick nowhere. And I ain't saying I ain't messed up. But it is nothing but the grace of God that keeps niggas from running in and out of my crib. I am a single woman. My kids is grown, and honey, I ain't bad on the eyes either. I stay in here because God has been good to me. I don't go out and participate in the stuff that I did, not because I'm saved, sanctified, and trying to. I don't do it because God been too good to me, and I don't have no problem about telling you who I used to be, because that's what salvation is. He saved you from yourself, not other people. He saved you from you. So when you talking about somebody else, all I want to know is what he saved you from. What was you doing that had you on your way to the lake of fire? Let's not talk about anybody else. What were your passions? What couldn't you stop doing? What was you engaging in and still going to church? Let's talk about it. Because you don't need salvation if you ain't never sinned. So what was your thing? And when did you get saved? 5 years ago? So what was you doing up until then? Tell me. Since you so sanctified and saved. All your kids born out of wedlock? So you was a hoe. Oh, I was not a whore. I was only with my 3 kids' dads. Well, the Bible says if you with dang near one man over another one, like if you sleep with anybody that ain't your husband, you a whore. If you wasn't married to your baby daddy and you try to use the excuse you was young, doesn't matter. You was a young whore. Started early, throwing them legs back before you got in the church. Ho, ho, ho. One for each baby daddy that you wasn't married to. And them is just the ones you got caught up with. We not going to talk about the ones you act like you didn't mess with. Because the moment that you had premarital sex, that was the fornicating. So you're a fornicating hoe. You're a fornicating whoremonger, Reverend. Selling drugs, Kim born out of wedlock, pimping, very early, 13. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. What God saved you from since you so quick to jump on everybody else? What is it that was your pleasure? Tell us. Because y'all know mine. Listen here. Everybody knows CERCA's weakness. It ain't a person that came into one of my lives that don't know. He could be locked up in the, and I wasn't even throwing it around like that. But honey, let me find one I like. He ain't gonna never have to ask. You said you want what? Oh, I thought you said you want some. Oh, okay. You didn't say that. That's not what you said. Oh, okay. You said you hungry. You said you want what? Oh, I thought you said you want. You said you want to go. Oh, you didn't say you wanted to go pogo stick. Oh, no, not right now. How about in 5 minutes? If I'm with you like that, let's get it. And I wasn't married, because when I got married, it was the clink, nigga. I wouldn't give it up nothing. Yeah, it was the driest time. The beach had dried all the way up, baby. Wasn't no flowing waters nowhere around there. All them trees and hedges. I just wish I could get my old hedge back, but I asked God to take him away, but I miss it. I just never seen branches like that on such a short person. I just don't understand how he even carries all of that around and it's wider than his waist. Oh, man. Did I say that out loud? I did. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I never seen nothing like that. Like, I did not even know they made swords longer than the body. Like, how does that work? Listen here. You said, I know you lied. It's okay. Yeah, you can make up for it. Ooh, listen here. You said you lied and you was going to call me back. That's okay. Is you on your way? You said, yep, I'll be ready. Hold on. Give me about an hour. I got to straighten this room up real quick. Hold on. You said what? Girl, I gotta go. He'll be here in 45 minutes. What happened? Come on. Y'all know how it go, brothers. Y'all too. Like, nigga, hurry. Put all that up. Nigga, throw it in the closet. She ain't gonna look in here. She is not. That's because we gonna tell the truth over here. I got my chair right here, Queen. Too bad it ain't nobody already sitting in it. There, I done sat down. You hear me? You said I've been Listen, are you still coming? That's all I need to know. Listen here. Is we gonna talk about it, y'all? You said truths told. Listen here, because you know you didn't spray all the spray on the bed, your best perfume. You said yes. Listen, all right, let's go, because we only got about 20 more minutes on this side. Listen, Shakayla, folks is crazy. All right, let's get to it. Listen and be mad. No, what pearls? What pearls? It's some pearls? Wait a minute, put me on. What pearls? What pearls is I supposed to know about? Are you talking about them things, these? A pearl necklace for his manhood. I'm lost. Oh, yes, I do. I actually do. Oh, yeah, and do. If it's tight, real tight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know, whenever you open up an oyster, it's always liquid come out of there. So there's that. I didn't even know Auntie Slow when it comes to stuff like, what? No, what pearls? I thought y'all was talking about the Kegel balls. I used to have some of them back in the day. I thought that's what y'all was talking about, the Kegel balls, because they look like pearls on a string. That's what I thought you was talking about. The weights for your girl. I don't know. Y'all know I'm old. Give me just. You said then we grown. Listen here. I'm trying to tell y'all. But the pearls, not the pearls. Got it. You said I was at work or I was supposed to be. Oh, no. It's always moisture. No. I don't have an issue with that. Unless I'm not attracted to you. And then there's the story. But we all know that. No. I already know. They don't have no issues there. You said I declare you are the smartest, slowest person I know. And it is, because some stuff it just go over my head. I don't want to know everything. Then y'all can't teach me nothing. No, that ain't my issue. It only be a desert when I don't see nothing I like. Moving on. All right, come on. Come on. Listen here. We're going back to, don't judge me. I'm about to tell y'all why. Right here. Is y'all ready? Don't criticize me. If you did, you already is here. Come on. Disclaimer, right? You married? No. Right. I'm not. I'm divorced. Thank you, Jesus. Moving on. And the Lord said, right. We back to the word now. We just go get out of that pool. We over here. Come on back. Hey. Listen here. We're over that. We're not going to talk about that. Listen here. Listen. Come on. Daniel says I'm married. Daniel, quit blocking. You ain't trying to ask for my number or nothing. What you're not going to do is keep having these people think I got somebody and I'm clearly single. Talking about you married in all caps on the internet and that's it, but not in real life. Yeah, well, seeing this how I ain't felt you on my back yet, nah, we ain't married. I ain't felt nothing. I'm still sleeping with my blow dryer, baby. I ain't gonna have no husband living. I want a divorce then, damn it. I want a damn divorce because I ain't felt the heat on my back not one night, baby. Where you been laying at? You ain't laying at work. Right. He said, right. We married. Well, tell me where is my, because this some stuff you ain't doing in your husbandly duties, buddy. Not the way I'll be waking up in the middle of the night. I want a divorce. So I got divorced the first time. Listen. That's why I got divorced the first time. Listen here. Hoppo, who that? Circa after dark. What you just said. Listen here. Where you been, Daniel? You ain't been at work all night. You got off at 7 in the morning, hun. I ain't seen you. You didn't come home with no breakfast or nothing. Let me smell your neck. Matter of fact, go on and drop them drawers, sir, so I can see if you got that good old stain there that I need to look at, sir. Seeing as how you ain't coming home at night or in the daytime. I'm just saying. Uh-huh. Well, whatever. You didn't come straight home at noon either. What overtime you been putting in? Can I tell y'all something? Who want to hear a confession? You cooking now? Uh-huh. At her house, because I don't smell nothing in here. What's her name? She bought the food or you bought the food? Because I don't smell nothing in there. He said, I'm at home cooking now. Uh-huh. At her home or your home? Mm-mm. Let me leave him alone. Nah, they didn't block us over there for a minute. Somebody got mad because I was talking crazy over there, too. I just got in. Let me let myself out. Y'all, that's Daniel. He ain't about to. Dad bought the house. Oh, yeah, in my past, remember. Okay. All right. Right. You already know, Trini. I gotta see if his grocery sack is full or empty, and then I'll know where he been at. He said, I'm over here trying to work and y'all killing me. Listen here. Listen. We got to see if your grocery sacks is full or empty, sir. What's going on? He said, man, listen, y'all are wild on the floor, man, so I wish y'all. Listen here. You said, man, I'm over here cracking up. You said everything overflowing, and it better be. Now, let's get moving. Come on. Listen here. Listen. We only got 15 minutes. Come on. Come on. Listen. And see, this is the thing. We learn about God, but we not too spiritual. We know earthly good. Right or wrong, y'all. We worship God, and we do, and we are. Okay, let me ask you this. We listen to trap music over here. We listen. I already know we're going to have to do another one because we ain't going to have time to even start this. But look, if you've been here, please state how long you've been here. And if you stopped doing things that you used to do when you went to church and didn't even really feel guilty about it. How long you been here, and is there things that you stopped? You say, yep, trap music. Okay. Is there things that you stopped that you were still doing while you was just going to regular church? Like you didn't feel, you knew it was wrong, but it wasn't going to make you feel like you feel now. In the beginning. 2 years and yes. 2.5 years. Okay. Since the beginning and yes. 2 years. Okay. May 2022, almost 2 years. Okay. Now, had y'all been in church and you knew these things were wrong, but you continued to do them? You stopped a lot of things. Come on, from the beginning, and yes, I stopped premarital sex. Come on! Yeah! You said my baby stopped the sin that was against her body and wouldn't hurt nobody else? Oh, I stopped over-sexualizing myself. Oh. Yep, messing with them trees. Really? Church, I wasn't even trying to hear nothing about God. Been here since day one. Come on. Yeah, that's my Toya stinky baby. Not that she stinks, but you know. You'd be like, come here, stink. That's my stink. Toya, you changed my life. And I tell our testimony all the time. Because it's a real story. And you're the story that people's eyes go like this every time. Every time I tell them, they say, oh, well, what are you doing over there? I say, well, flipping witches for one. Flipping high priestess, whores, drug dealers, thieves. I'm doing. Well, I'm not doing nothing. My daddy is changing and shaking up people's lives, and I get to be a part of it. I just stopped a lot of things before you just lost interest, didn't know why until you. Come on now. That part. That part. That part. Never had things broken down. Come on now. I remember she said I was a witch. TAA, I'm sorry. I actually told God many times a day, not just that night. Come on. Change the way I come on. Oh my God, yes, I stopped unknowingly practicing witchcraft 2 months. Okay. Before this time go out, and I stopped doing a lot of stuff, but I'm glad I stayed solid and celibate. It's too much going on out here. Come on. Giving more and forgiveness to others. Yep. Since the beginning, I wasn't in church because I questioned so much and didn't know what to believe. I've learned so much and had so many questions answered. Come on. And did and do. And y'all answer my questions. We are learning together. Now, didn't want to study and learn until you came, and now I can't stop wanting to learn and be in his presence. Come on, Felicia. I already know we about to have to start this over on Instagram, so I'm going to get out. Yes, me with witchcraft. Come on. So do y'all actually think that God is worried about me playing the trap music or all of these transitions that happened? Do y'all think he cares more about the sin that you're stopping or the music that I listen to? The fact that you are moving away from sinning, or I'm sure he is happy about the transitions. He saved your soul. He saved your soul. If it's 300 people in our, if it's 300 people in our community that stop having premarital sex, that stop beating on their wives or husbands, that stop cheating, y'all don't think God is happy about that? Over 15 months in and stop with the trees. Come on now. All right. No meds for Monica. That ain't my story, but amen. Good job, Pumpkin. Because sometimes you got to clean yourself up and, you know, he loves us enough to come and get us out of our mess. Thank you. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that God went into the dark places. He sat with the people that was trapped in the dark because some of them was in chains. They couldn't get out. No. It's personal conviction. Uh-oh, you changed my life. I thought the rocks was going to come and save me, but you knocked me in my head and realized the rocks ain't moving nowhere in my relationship with God. That's going to come. She said, I had to realize, come on, Rock, let's go. Save me. Come on. I'm here. Give me some money. What? Maybe if I rub it. Listen. Give me some money. Come on. Give me a husband. Well, give me a movement. Can you bet your eye? Ain't it? Did you preach to me? Like, what? I had questions when I had to go ask. Come on. Rock God. Girl, yes. Listen here. Listen here. Okay, so I already know this because it cuts off after an hour, right? Instagram, they only let you go live for an hour. This is right. And then we're going to get on to our thing. Excuse me. What, Deborah? Rock God is going to help me, is what folks was saying. They had rock gods on their wrists, on their necklace, and everything. I'm going to let this go, y'all. Because is it going to let me go over an hour or no? Been in church 50 years, and it only started making sense when I found you. Come on. Did anybody else hear that? We have a person that has been in church more years than most of us have been alive. Since the beginning, I stopped judging that everyone was addicted because they were homeless. Ooh. Ooh. I definitely was at my lowest, and I know he's real because of where he's brought me from. Come on! That part, I shut myself up from judging folks. Ew. So guess what? I'm not worried about y'all looking like Christians. You want to know why I'm not worried about y'all acting like Christians? Thank you. You said you provide the context and connect the dots. I love talking to people on the street because you never know what they've been through. And then you can tell them about the love of God. On my door of every room of my house was rocks. Over the doors for what you wanted in there. No. I fell off, but I'm back for good. That part, girl, you can't fall off. It be all a part of the plan. All the movie don't happen in the same place. Remember that, Juicy. All the movie, that would be a boring movie if the whole movie was in one room. There would be no action. This is the whole movie. I love my WOI family too. Me too. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm 60 and I learn more here than in church. She said she's 60. She got me by 17 years. Do you hear that? So there are people that could have passed away and never knew there was more to a relationship with God because of religion. Because of religion. He is chasing us down for this day and time. Yes, I will be 60 next month, and I agree. I'm learning so much. Come on, I'm in Tennessee, and we got along better than blood family. We did, girl. We kicked it in Tennessee, honey. I have not ever been to a family function that was that calm. Ever. I don't have to be afflicted because I understood the enemy's plan against me. Come on. Help me break generational curses. Come on, India. See? I guess I listened because they were so kind, Christian. Yes, I would have passed away thinking I was good. Dang. Listen. Yep, it does me good to witness to people on the street. That fills my heart knowing I know now. Come. Ooh. Yeah. Because sometimes they be angels with your blessing in their hand. I used to have a chronic illness of bronchitis, tracing my sins back from my parents. Wow. So listen, if I had to fit in the lines of what church people say is God, or again, come back out here and help people that might have been lost, that might have swore they would never, I would have passed away thinking I was saved, not knowing it is a process. Ooh, Miss Crawford, what you done said? And you never know, we all have been in the presence of an angel that shapeshifted to look human. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to tell you. This is the thing, family. If I had to stay in the church or come out here and hear these stories, I would rather do like my daddy did and leave the synagogue and be out in the world talking to the people. I better now that I've listened to you because I was gone for a while and I'm supposed to be here. Come on now. That's how it works. Incest, adultery, fornication, witchcraft. My grandma worshiped angels. I was like, what? Wouldn't even have known the curses that was on your life. You see what I'm saying? God got your eyes wide open. This is the thing, y'all. This is why you cannot let men tell you what God has for you to do. You hear me? You cannot let men tell you, oh, God, blah, 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 blah. No, you go to God and ask God, because had I listened to any of the church people around me, y'all, I would have never been here. Because they constantly told me God wasn't using me and this, and if you doing this and that and blah, blah, blah. But I just kept seeing God. Every apartment complex I moved into, every housing place that I went, saw God outside of the church. I saw God take men that was walking around with AKs in the neighborhood shooting in the thing, sit down on my porch and cry like a baby because of the abuse, only wanting to be held by his mother. And you know what CERCA did? Made him sit down because he was too dang big. I sat down and I hugged that man and he cried in my bosom. And I had a whole husband. I told y'all about the men that used to come to my house and ask my husband, could they talk to me on the porch? These was the most thugged out niggas in our neighborhood. So I saw God where they quit beating that girl, quit drinking so much, quit selling dope. I didn't see it all. And that's how I know that God does not work the way the man says he works. And the Bible says that. The way that the church puts stipulations on people, I don't ever even see that in God's way. Like when you read the word, where does it say that at? All this extra stuff they added. Thank you. Like, attract, like. I've been checking in for a good minute, and every time I check in, I leave here with a greater understanding. Come on. And my ex was mad because all my friends was the drunks and the drug addicts in the neighborhood. Yep. I'm trying to tell you, they're my homeboys. I will go and sit with them before I sit with some snooty church folks. And not because I want to be a sinner. It is because those are the lost. That's the whole reason we got salvation. I think people get saved and forget why they got saved. You got saved to go get other people out of the chains and bonds that you was in. When God changed my life, I immediately went to start trying to tell people, whether I was in a strip club or whatever, wherever I was at, on the bus stop. To a witness, I seen that too. They stopped drinking and smoking, even they color change. I pray against the spirit of addiction and see my daddy working. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm saying. I don't buy into that. And I'm going to go hard every time because I've seen God work outside the parameters of what they say he do. I told y'all the story of how people say, oh, come over here. We about to have a session. A smoke session. I'm like, bet. And then I get over there and they got a seat just like this, sit up in the front of the garage, and it's 20 people in here, and they got their beers, and they just set me up a little thing like we had Bible study, and y'all said we was having a get-together. Yeah, we having a get-together. We called everybody over here so you can talk to us about the Bible. I said, they said, we already got your meds sitting right here. The setup of it all. I'm thinking I'm coming for a session. They like, no, you didn't bring your Bible? What? Well, I always got my Bible, but I didn't think I was going to have to Y'all said we was about to we got a session. They got everybody seats lined up at the back of the garage. I said, no, man. And this ain't been that long ago. Less than 10 years, I promise you. And I was like, okay, so, all right, here we go. What y'all want to talk about? We want to know. If I wasn't worried about putting the other people's business out, you could see that it went from me and these people's mama in the backyard sitting and doing Bible study, just me and her under the tent, to the point where it was only standing room in there at night when we would be, it was a 12 by 12 tent. Mind you, wasn't no table in there. It was just chairs. Until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, these young people, because they was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years younger than me, some of them was my kids' age, would sit out there, and every day it was another one. They brought, I brought my homegirl because I think she need to hear it. This is all right before my daughter went through her treatment. So they would trick me, talking about we about to get some stuff in rotation, and then all the while, it was a setup for me to come talk to their friends about the Bible and them. So I can't say, oh, God wouldn't do that. Well, then why would he have these people? It was one, then it was two, then it was three, then it was four. Mind you, the oldest person there was like 60 something. The grandma came. It was the grandma's house. And the grandma came out there. The mama was out there. The mama, the sister to the mama. And a matter of fact, when this lady died, because she died 6 weeks later. When the lady, I still got the letter. I still have the freaking letter that she wrote me. But on her funeral, mind you, I had only known this lady 6 weeks. I did not know her no long time. I knew her 6 weeks, almost to the day. And she died 6 weeks to the day that I met her. At her funeral. This was in 2013. At her funeral, her father, a man I never seen, met, nothing. I thought he was the police. And if you know, like I know, I was in the car. And he didn't walk up to the car. I said, oh, hell no. Oh, shit. Yes, sir. I don't want to blow no. I thought this nigga was the police. This little short, bald white man. It was her daddy. Because it was a mixed family, right? But she was white and she had kids with black dudes. I was scared, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, God thanks, I'm about to go to jail. He done knocked on the window like that. Let the window down this one. Yes, sir. Can I help you? He said, are you CERCA? Of course, he didn't say that. But he said, are you CERCA? I said, yes. Not that they didn't told the police my name. This one dude, he said, I'm such and such's father. And I said, oh, okay. Okay. Because I thought I was about to go to jail, honey. Nigga, this white man that came and knocked on my I don't know no white people over here. Like, what is going on? Oh, he said, can you step out on it? For sure. Hold on. So yes, sir. He said, I just want to talk to you and thank you. And I'm like, he said, I'm such and such as dad. I said, oh, okay. You said, well, I act like I had some smoke in my mouth. You blew yours out too? Uh-huh. You said, I done fell out of my chair. Listen here. So look, I get out and he tells me, he says, I still have the letters from this lady, y'all. I can prove it to y'all. I still have the letters. He says, thank you. And I said, I thought he was talking about all the help that I did with the funeral. You know? He said, no. My daughter called me every day for the last 6 weeks and told me about this lady named CERCA. Of course, that's not what, you know, but I'm paraphrasing now. When you finally presented the message to me the day I found I was being persecuted by the ultra Christians, I called them over for my presentation. Ooh. That part. So look, I get out and he says, my daughter called me every day for 6 weeks and kept telling me about this lady that was helping her. Do y'all know she had said F God? She knew she was going to hell. She was going to do everything she wanted to do. She had stopped believing in God for over 20 years. I did not know this because I had only known her for 6 weeks. Her dad said to me, my daughter told me that you helped her get her faith back in God just a few weeks ago. He said, thank you for helping my daughter find God before she died. I have pictures with the lady. I have the screenshot of her son saying, I can't believe it. I have all the proof. I still have all the proof. Kept the letter she wrote to me and everything about how she didn't believe in God. And now her faith came back and she believes God is going to set her free. And he did. Not in the way we expected, but he did. So I can't care about what church people see because I've seen the hand of God outside of the service. I've seen the hand of God. I have sat and I have watched people say the only reason I am clean from the 80s drug. Y'all know the 80s drug I'm talking about? The one that had everybody without their mama and daddy. You hear me? I have not ever touched that, okay, in any form, as far as like ingesting for myself. But God has put me in the midst of so many. Y'all would know. I'll be like, for real? Why do you got me? Okay. This strange. Now, they can't do it in front of me. Y'all gonna have to go where y'all gonna go. But once you get to where you need to be, I'll be right here. Some places I used to be like, now, Dad, you know what's going on in here, right? And you got me, okay, you said sit down by the door, okay. Y'all, sometimes I used to be so uncomfortable, like, please don't let nobody hit this door. I can't go to jail. I got kids. I ain't even in here for nothing. I'm just in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in here for no apparent reason. You got me. So just please don't let the police come. I was just on the phone with a member of my job, and she was talking about how God has changed her. When she went to the hospital this time, and I explained, you don't have to go through Mary. Oh, yes. Lord Jesus. I'm having a fit about the... Listen here. Listen. If y'all only knew the kind of places the guy used to take me, that's how I know. That happened to you when you went to Memphis. I'm telling you. Listen to me. And guess what? When I was in this place, it was a lady in there. I told y'all the story already. I had kept seeing breast cancer and all of this stuff. And I had just told my friend, I said, I'm going to have to go get me a mammogram because this breast cancer stuff is just everywhere. Like, I don't know what's going on. But you know when something is on you, you feel it. I was like, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's me. I'm about to go get me a mammogram. Like, this is crazy. We leave her house. She asked me to go somewhere with her. We go to the house. I can tell what kind of spot this place is. Just by the people that surround and outside and keep coming to the door. And it was a lady in there sitting on the couch. And I was sitting next to her. And she turned to me and said, never met this lady before in my life. We had not even been in the house 5 minutes. And she turns to me and says, I just got diagnosed with breast cancer. I said, I looked at my friend. My friend just slid out the damn chair like this. She just melted out the damn chair. She said she was literally just talking about breast cancer when we was in the car. She's been talking about breast cancer. And so I was able to explain to this lady that sickness had came up on her because of something that she had done. And we walked through it. And she was like, I know exactly why I'm sick now. Because someone in her family had done something wrong to her. And she would not forgive. And it was eating her up on the inside so much so that she got breast cancer, y'all. In real life. And the person died. So I don't even know if she was able to tell him that she forgave him before he died. Come on. I didn't see God move in situations. So I'm not just sold on miracles only happen in church because when y'all done seen some real miracles, they fake them so much you wouldn't know what was real and what was fake. But I can tell you for a fact, I done seen some real miracles right out here, the same place God was performing them in the world. He told us to go out into the world and bring the people back. The church don't go out into the world. They stay right where they at, comfortable in their own people that be fake just like them. I be out here in the trenches, honey. I be out here in the trenches. I be out here in the trenches going for the dark souls, honey. I'm trying to snatch as many souls out of Lucifer's hand as I can, hun. I know what it's like to be bound in sin. I know what it's like to not want to live. I know what it's like for the devil to keep putting up your shortcomings in your face. I know what it feels like. And I don't care what you did, what you used to be into. Nobody deserves to stay in that dark place, whether you feel like they worthy or not. I've offered Christ to the people that essayed me. I've offered Christ to the person that could have been watching me at their hands take my last breath. I've offered Christ to the people that tried to destroy my character for over 30 years. Because I understand that you're in darkness, that's why you do that. That's why you do that. Because unhappy people make other people unhappy. People that don't like themselves don't have no problem pointing out nobody else is what they feel like they shouldn't like. But when you love people and you love yourself, you always trying to find the best thing about somebody. And what happens to love covers a multitude of sins. So y'all don't love God enough to cover nobody else's sins? Huh? Okay. I was just wondering. I don't see no long suffering, no forgiveness. I don't see none of that in the church, folks. Not as a collective group. Now, I'm not saying every single church, but for the most part, it's a lot of church people calling. You don't see the sinners calling the old boy a false prophet. It's the church folks. No matter that 150 souls came to Christ. Oh, you don't know if they saved or not. First of all, you wasn't saved on the day you went down in Jesus' name, weirdo. The walk is how you get cleaned up. So, you was holier than thou on the first day. You didn't go back home to your lover that night and get your back blowed out, either or. Right after you got baptized, so you completely quit smoking cigarettes. You completely quit cussing. You ain't cussed. You ain't told no lie. You ain't had no sexual sin. You ain't did nothing since your day of baptism, right? You ain't failed God not one day. You have not had unbelief in your heart, because unbelief is a sin. We don't got to see that you really don't believe that God can do something, but you still just as much a sinner as the person listening to secular music. If you don't believe that God is going to do what He's going to do, or that He's the ultimate judge, unbelief is a sin. So we don't know how many of y'all in here are sinners. Well, actually, maybe we do, because y'all say who ain't going to be saved. So then y'all actually don't believe in God, because He said it ain't nobody He can't. All souls, He can save them. He died for every single soul that was going to be born. So when you say they're too far gone, one, again, you put yourself in God's shoes. And two, you got unbelief that that little bitty drug, or even the contract that they signed with Lucifer, that God can't, you got unbelief that He can undo that. Honey, listen. The church told you that smoking. Listen to me. Listen. There's a scripture that where God talks about herbs in the beginning of the Bible. He talks about all herbs that are good for consumption. Right? Healing herbs, and herbs for your stomach, and herbs for this and that, right? One. Two, if the word pharmacy means magic, spells, incantations, or poison, or witchcraft, I bet you if you go through that church, it's more people. If the pastor were to ask everybody to list how many prescriptions they have, and if they knew spell 1, spell 2, spell 3, because that's what it is, or incantation, not prescription. Incantation 1, incantation 2, spell 3, spell 4. Because if y'all so deep in the word, how you don't know that the root word for pharmacy means spell incantations or poison, and you will tell somebody that taking a herb that comes out of the ground, that grows natural out of the ground, is against God. When he said all the herbs of the field are good, but then you take a pressed powder from a witch and you say that you know you're going to heaven, even though you're taking spells, magic, and incantations into your body sometimes 20 times a day. And taking your spells and your poisons into the church. They be in your purse. You bring spells and magic potions into the church and take them at halftime in church with your orange juice. So I can't blow my meds, but you can have spells and take prescriptions that literally the root word for that. I mean, I'm just saying. God said he made all the herbs of the field good for your consumption. And he said, beware of going to the apothecaries, which is what the doctor, the pharmacy is, and getting stuff from them. But your medicine make you hallucinate, grow body parts you didn't have, restricts your blood vessels, and all kinds of stuff. Kind of like what a spell does. It makes you worse. Magic, you pay a cost for it. Yeah, it's true. Most of your medicine is named after demons, Punkin. But, of course, they don't study to know what RX stands for, do they? So they'll call a person a drug addict and all of this, and then I just hit them with on your phone, so you don't think I'm trying to trick you. Can you look up, just ask Google or Siri what the root word for pharmacy is and tell me what it means? The moment somebody call you a drug addict and you know they take medication from the doctor, all you got to do is ask them to look up the root word saints for a pharmacy, and then say, how many prescriptions do you take? Does your doctor give you? Ask real nicely, so they'll go ahead and tell you, and then say, okay, can you tell me what the root word for pharmacy means? No, I need you to look it up on your phone, because I don't want you to think I'm trying to trick you or anything. So you think God would be okay with you taking spells, incantations, poison, and magic? Didn't the Bible say kill every witch? Who said y'all was doing witchcraft and partaking in witchcraft? Can y'all, while I run to the bathroom, please look up the definition for pharmakeia for me? Pharmakeia. Pharme. Is it KIA? I think. Ow. Can we post it here for the people that might not know and for the people that come later? What is the definition for the root word of pharmacy? Please tell me what it say. And y'all, if that click off while I'm gone, I'll put it back on. I don't really know how this Instagram. let's get to this. I don't know how long this is going to be on. Oh, it comes from the Greek word pharmakia, which refers to the practice of druggist. But here's the twist: pharmakion, the root word, and everybody to take medications. What's it say over here? It said the manufacturing and the administering of drugs. Did you look at not just the first one? You got to go. It means sorcery. What's sorcery? What is sorcery? A preparer of drugs, a poisoner, and a sorcerer. What is a sorcerer? Magic! Who a witch? A person who does magic. So why would you be going to a sorcerer to heal you? Oh, wait a minute. What you say? Hold on. Wait, come back over here. You said the use of magic, especially black magic. Now, why would pharmacists be using black magic on us? How many Christians do you think know the definition to pharmacy while they have 30 pills in their cabinet right now? The art practices of spells, person who is supposed to exercise supernatural powers through the aid of evil spirits, black magic, and witchery for pharmakia? Uh, 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 uh. You all right. Some of them, they don't care. Right. But they want to talk about who else is a sinner and doing witchcraft. Well, you taking poisons in almost every day. You taking spells in. Did you see where they're trying to ban herbal supplements? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. They've been trying to do that. That's why they got rid of Dr. Sebi. All right, let's get this going. Ooh. Y'all ready? Matthew 7, easy read version, please. Here we go. Don't judge others, and God will not judge you. You going to hell. You a false prophet. You ain't saved. God don't want you. So you mean to tell me all of those Christians that's online telling that man he a false prophet, he going to hell, he doing this, he doing that? They're in the will of God, when clearly here in Matthew 7 in the Bible they be about to slap us upside the head with. It said, don't judge others, or God, and God will not judge you. And a lady on my post today said because she's a believer, she can judge the sinners. Even though right here it says don't judge others and God will not judge you. You seen it? All right, here we go. If you judge others, you will be judged the same way you judge them. God will treat you the same way you treat others. Let's go back. Don't judge others and God will not judge you. If you judge others, you will be judged the same way you judge them. And God will treat you the same way you treat others. So how many people's shortcomings is about to be put on blast? How many people's acts of when they were supposed to be saved is about to be put on blast? He said whatever you did to them is about to be done to you. Maybe not on the same scale as T.D. Jakes or me or what's his name or anybody else, William Murphy or anybody that's in the public eye. So you good with that? You good with it? Here we go. Why do you notice the small piece of dust that is in your friend's eye, but you don't notice the big piece of wood that is in your own? Did I not just say this in my post? Ain't this what I just said? Let's read that again. Why do you notice everybody else's sin? They little sins, and you got all that big stuff busting out your closet. Paraphrasing. We know your stuff too, boo. It's some folks that know who you used to be, and you have to badmouth them so don't nobody believe them when they get to talking about you and telling your truth, even though you didn't spread lies. Sister and brother so-called saved. God said the main people pointing their fingers got more than the people that ain't. Right here in the Bible, they be about to slap us upside the head. We're right there. It said it. Y'all don't see it on y'all paper too? Y'all see it or no? Why do you notice the small piece of dust that is in your friend's eye, but you don't notice the big piece of wood that is in your own? Why do you say to your friend, let me take that piece of dust out of your eye? Look at yourself first. You still have that big piece of wood in your own eye. You are a hypocrite. First, take the wood out of your own eye. Then you will see clearly to get the dust out of your friends. Ain't nothing else to be said after that. You said William Murphy did what? You said T.D. Jakes, Puff Daddy, and CERCA did what? You said CERCA was doing what last Friday? That's why every person that got on that, I said, well, what did God save you from? You see, they got quiet. Oh, don't worry about it. What I want to know is what God saved you from. No, let's talk about you, boo. You have no problem talking about nobody else's sin. We need to talk about you. And you see, they didn't have nothing to say. Oh, God forgave me. I said, and God forgave William Murphy, T.D. Jakes, and everybody else. We was all born. It's not one person that's been born that wasn't born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So I just be trying to figure out where y'all cut off be. And while you so quick to talk about what's going on, you might want to read Matthew 7. That's why I be like, I can't tell you what nobody else. Listen, you gonna have to stand in judgment for your own stuff. Now, what I'm gonna say is only what God says, not what my church taught me, not what my religion says. Is what do it say right here? And that's it. What's not to understand about that? What's not to understand about before you go pointing out somebody else's sin? God said the thing they did was little, but what's that big old rock in your? But what's that big old piece of? What's that log in your eye? And why y'all think it's okay to be judging people? That's okay, because literally your judgment on its way. All of our judgment is. It amazes me how these people throw scriptures, but these scriptures miss them. With loving kindness have I drawn thee. Ain't that a scripture? With loving kindness have I drawn thee. What love you see in all the situations going on right now? I haven't seen nobody say, I'm going to pray for him. I'm about to go on a fast for him. I'm going to go on a consecration for this man because I don't know what he's fighting. Because he's where he at and you know the devil want him. You didn't see none of that. All you saw is folks with big wood pieces trying to get the dust out of William Murphy's eye. Oh, God ain't using him. Well, God used King James, and he was a mother killer and a cross-dresser. So what you got to say about that? Huh? You gonna stop reading the KJV and go find another Bible? You gonna stop reading the KJV because this nigga was a matricide. He killed his own mama and he was a cross-dresser. So are you gonna continue to read the Bible? Because he produced that version that you're reading that makes you so super righteous. Put it down, because a sinner wrote it. He didn't write it. A sinner put it together. Matter of fact, a murderer and a cross-dresser put it together. So if I were you, just like you wouldn't go to William Murphy's church, I probably wouldn't read the KJV either because, a sinner, cross-dresser, murderer put that book together. King James, or Queen James, as they used to call him. So is murdering your mama and being a cross-dresser any worse than playing trap music in the sanctuary? Is that not a thing, or? You said post of the day. I'm just saying. You about to be on here. What you say? I'm going to Facebook right now. So let me ask you a question. See, that's how you wouldn't go to William Murphy Church because he played trap music. Is you about to stop reading the Bible because a cross-dresser mother killer wrote put that together? I say don't read it if I was you. That's the only way you're going to not be unrighteous and be with the unrighteous people. I mean, because an unrighteous person in y'all eyes put that book together that y'all be about to slap us upside the head with. And this is fact. You can look that up. The nigga killed his mama, ain't like wearing dresses. So, what was that you were saying about the people that God used? What you were saying about unrighteousness and how God don't see them and how all of that stuff y'all said? That part, Miss Sunshine. Oh, I'm going to quit listening to his music. Well, you better quit reading the Bible too then. Come on. That part. And, right, you left out stuff. And the Bible said don't leave out and don't add to. And he definitely did that. And they're still taking scriptures out every year. That's why some people don't think the Bible is true simply because it's King James. Exactly. You said my toes is wiggly. Well, good job, Miss Williamson. I love it. Is your neurons trying to like, wait a minute, that make... I never type so fast. Choose violence this afternoon. And do. I'm going to choose violence every time. For a matter of fact, we don't even know if it's true. People throwing stones all alone. Jesus is saying he did. Come on. I didn't know that. I learned something new today. Oh, yes, Rita. Y'all, go. Okay. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick because I've been drinking a lot of liquid and it's finally coming down. And my stomach, I shouldn't have ate all that greasy food. Anyway, go check it out. Let me know. Let me know. Go see if King James was a matricide and if he was a crossdresser. It's public knowledge. No, it wasn't how many thousand. Okay, see, that's just it. The Bible started being written before Jesus was here. That's not how it works. King James Bible. King James didn't even write the Bible, y'all. He got scholars together from all around the world, atheists, as a matter of fact. Most of the scholars that he got were just people that could read the language, and he had them translated into English. But baby, listen, I don't know how to turn this camera to make it whatever, but if you can screenshot this and just flip it. So this is when the Hebrew manuscripts came out in 1450 to 500 BC. Okay? Then the Septuagint came out in 200 BC, which is the Greek manuscript of the Bible, which is this book right here. The Septuagint with the Apocrypha. Okay? So this book came out in 200 BC, not AD, BC. Before Christ, before Common Era, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So then if you look right here, in 40 to 100 AD, so now Christ is died, I'm guessing, right? Year of the Lord, this is Anno Domino, the year of the Lord. And it was 27 books in the Bible. But right here, it was 53. Here, it was 39. So if you go all the way down here, King James is the last 3 Bibles to be produced, y'all. And when was they produced? In 1611 AD. 1782 AD. Are y'all seeing this? So it was thousands of years from when the Hebrew manuscript came out, the Greek manuscript came out. It was even a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Bibles before King James. And his didn't come till 1611. The transmission of the Bible into English. I ain't said the hell with y'all. I love y'all. Looky. Let me see if I can get this light to turn on right here. There's King James down there. There's AD, BC, all of these, and then AD. King James all the way down here. King James all the way down here. This is BC or BCE, then AD, and all the way down here is King James. All these Bibles was prior to King James Version. Is this chart on my website? No. It actually came with this 1611 Bible that Auntie got me. But I believe you can get it anywhere. Or at least, I mean, screenshot this because this is the company where she got it from. Just remember, y'all, the 1611 version don't read like it read. It got F's for S's. It ain't an easy read now. You see the S's, S's, and all of that. It don't look like your regular Bible. It's King's English. Thank you, Auntie. Look. I have a few 1611s. Look here. See that? It say the translators. The translators. Who were the translators? You see that? That say the translators. You see it? That F is supposed to be an S in our world now. You see it say the translators? Who were the translators? The scholars that could read Arabic and all the other languages that King James couldn't. That's why you have to know, did it come from the Syriac? Did it come from the Coptic? Did it come from here, the Greek, wherever? Because the Israelites was not just always in Israel. They was taken into captivity, and they still was writing down what was happening to them in all the places that they went. So this is why there are Coptic copies of the Bible, because they lived in Egypt for what, 400 years? You don't think nothing was going on with the Israelites when they was there that they was recording? No? You don't think that the Egyptians were recording what was going on with the Israelites that they had taken captive? No? Oh, fine. And if they changed their name and they couldn't go by a Hebrew name, do you think they was letting them write what was going down with them in Hebrew or Aramaic or whatever it is? Or do you think that they had to speak and write in Egyptian? Because if they won't let them go by their Hebrew name, why would they let them speak the Hebrew dialect? Y'all remember they was forcing them to worship their gods and forcing them to... I'm just saying. Don't buy into this crap. You make sure that your relationship with God is strong, because fake Christians is everywhere. Fake followers of Christ, fake followers of the Savior of this world, by whatever name you know him by. Guess what? They lie and say it's only one name. And God even says he has more than one name. Do they not lie and say he only got one name? But he literally gives us, I am Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah this, Jehovah that. So who lying? Y'all or God? When it said he went out into all the world, was that just all the world of Israel? You just purchased the 1611 Bible. Come on in. So when he said that he went into all the world to spread the good news, when he left, he was only in like ancient, he didn't, so then the Bible's a liar too. Then he didn't go to Japan, he didn't go to Turkey, he didn't go to none of those other places. Other places he went, so the Bible's lying. Have you not read the 70 names of God? What is it? 70 names of God? Let me ask you a question. How many names you got and how many names do you answer to? How many names you got and how many names do you answer to? Your husband don't call you the same thing that they call you at work. Your nickname from your family is not probably the same name that but you all the same person. It's what they are to you. Some people call you mama. Some people call you sis. Some people call you, that's my boo thing right there. And every single last one of those people can have another name for you. But do you answer to all of them, and are you the same person? It's going to be some people, if I'm out and they hear y'all call me CERCA, they going to look at y'all like y'all crazy. Who the hell is CERCA? Her name ain't CERCA. But if y'all babies see me out here, you cannot tell them that my name ain't CERCA. Who will believe you? Not them kids. No, that's my TT Circle. It is. It is her name. It is. They'll be ready to pounce on you and gouge your eyes out. You say my name ain't Thea Circle. Exactly. Y'all know me by a name that my family will crack up if they ever heard y'all call me that. Like, who the hell is that? Who was they talking to? Girl, bye. That is not your name. You couldn't tell nobody over here it ain't. You couldn't tell the 600 and something million people that have hashtagged that name. CERCA TROVA. CERCA has been hashtagged like 383 million times or something like that. Trova, 313 million. So you mean to tell me people just searching for a name that ain't real? My legal name is Xander, but everyone calls me Angel. And if you say Xander to my family, they going to be like, who is that? That part. That part. Are you still Xander and Angel? I actually like that name. Xander is different. My grandkids call you Miss CERCA. Better not try to tell you that's not your name. Okay. Baby, you CERCA, Dean, sis, and TT. Come on. And according to Daniel, his boo thing. Don't forget that. I'm Mrs. Gilliam. Let Daniel tell it. Mrs. Daniel Gilliam is my name. That's exactly what Daniel said. Didn't he? And he just said it more than once. So I guess my name is CERCA, sis, TT, cousin, Mrs. Daniel Gilliam. That's my name. For all we know, he could be telling people, this is my future wife. Don't even worry about it. Her name is CERCA Gilliam. You said, huh? Uh-huh. See, now you don't, oh, now you don't want to be my husband? Look, he woke right up, didn't he? I said, let you tell him my name is Mrs. CERCA Daniel Gilliam. Seeing that's how we is married. Listen, you was talking to your brother. Mm-hmm. Sure you was. I need my husband to pay attention. That's why I got rid of the... You ain't heard none of the stories I told you about why I got rid of my first husband, did you? I'm going to need you to pay attention, Daniel, or... He didn't listen either. He wanted me to repeat that. You said, huh? What you say sound good coming off your tongue. Mrs. Daniel Gilliam. I'm trying to tell y'all. He said he going back to bed. Okay, well, good night. Mm-hmm. Listen, I heard my name. Is you listening to us while you sleep? Have a good night, sweetheart. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning. Excuse me. Oh, you cooking fajitas. Oh, okay. You still cooking? You said that was quick. Listen here. Listen. I'm trying to figure it out. He said he about to go to sleep. I got plenty of names, and we do. Do you think that God knew his name was going to change when he changed the languages? Gotta wash the dishes. Gotcha. Y'all don't think that when God, oh, your brother's washing dishes. Got it. Yeah, I don't think that he knew his name wasn't going to be the same when he changed, because my name would not be CERCA if I went anywhere else. It's going to be whatever name sound like what they got over there, right or wrong. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So all the names in the middle fit. Some languages don't even have the vowels that we have, or their R's or whatever. Like, it's a completely different sound. So you sound silly saying, oh, it wasn't no J. Well, the English language wasn't around then either. Maybe that's why. It's been translated. His name was translated into a whole bunch of stuff. Weirdo. Jesse, mom, sister. Come on. That part. People kill me. They kill me. They do. They kill me. It's like, but this is why he said, brother going back to bed, we work different hours with the same shift. Don't see him on work days. Oh, okay. I got it. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'm just saying, people be so caught up. Oh, hold on. Real quick. We didn't get to where I was going. Go down, y'all, real quick. To 7 and 15. Y'all ready? Let's do this real quick. 7 and 15. Matthew 7 and 15. It says, be careful of false prophets. They come to you and look like they come to you and look gentle like sheep, but they are really dangerous like wolves. You will know these people because of what they do. Good things don't come from from people who are bad, just like grapes don't come from thorn bushes, and figs don't come from thorny weeds. So I don't care how saved you say you are, if nasty stuff is always coming out of your mouth. And I don't mean as far as sexual. How you saved and you don't never have nothing good to say about anyone else but the people in your church, and sometimes not even them, because I done heard y'all backbite against them too. So you good and you saved, but you mean and you nasty and you evil, and you don't try to make nobody like better. You always try to make it worse. Sound like a wolf to me. Ain't it the church folks that come in? I mean, worldly folks do this too, but church folks will get your information and run and tell the pastor, and you'll be under that person's thumb for as long as they telling your business, right or wrong. Have the whole church hating you. They are always speaking curses on people. Always. Always, always, always. Let's keep going. It says, and figs don't come from thorny weeds. In the same way, every good tree produces good fruit, and every bad tree and bad trees produce bad fruit. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. Every tree that does not produce good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. You will know these false people by what they do. We're going to keep going. I just want to put that in there, but we're going to keep going. You ready? Not everyone who calls me Lord will enter God's kingdom. The only people who will enter are those who do what my Father in heaven wants. Not what your pastor wants, not what your religion wants, not what your organization wants, not what the saints in your church wants. Show me where it says where your peers in the church wants, or what they feel is sanctified and saved. Do you see that anywhere? Do you? Y'all on the same thing I'm reading? Not everyone who calls me Lord will enter God's kingdom. But you already saved, though. And you know you going to heaven. Excuse me. Oh, I know I'm going to heaven. Oh, I guess you just skip Judgment Day, huh? I hope I'm going. I hope he let me in. I have hope that I've done enough here, or whatever it is, lined up with what he wanted me to do, so I go. But you wouldn't need to go to Judgment Day if you already knew you was saved and sanctified and you whatever. There wouldn't be no need for Judgment Day. Not everyone who calls me Lord will enter God's kingdom. The only people who will enter are those that do what my Father in heaven wants, not the church, what my dad wants. On the last day, many will call me Lord. They will say, Lord, Lord, by the power of your name, we spoke for God. And by your name, we forced out demons and did many miracles. And then I will tell those people clearly, get away from me, you people who do wrong. I never knew you. Why would the sinners be casting out demons? Why would the sinners be trying to do miracles in God's name if they don't acknowledge God? So who is the people that he said, go away from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you? He was not talking to the sinners outside the church, because not going to be doing miracles in Jesus' name. So he said, don't let everybody fool you. Just because they sitting up in church don't mean they minds. And just because they talking like a Christian don't mean they actually are a follower of God's way and not religion. Y'all read it? Y'all read it right there. Because you think Meg Thee Stallion about to be talking about laying hands on people? You think Cardi B is out here talking about she laying hands and casting out demons and doing miracles in God's name? Who's doing that? And why of those people did God say he was going to say, get away from me, you worker of iniquity? He didn't say that about the sinners. He said that about the people that's swearing up and down that he is. So who is he talking to? Tell me, who was God talking to right there when he said that? Right, Riz. Right. Little Uzi Vert is not talking about casting out demons. So who's talking about that? That ain't gonna make it in, that really wasn't his kid. If all these sanctified folks got something to say about the people that's sinners, well, who are the people that's saying that they are God's children that are actually workers of iniquity? Hmm? Can it be the people that was judging people? Telling them where they're going and they put themselves in God's judgment seat? But they hollered they was a Christian. I'm a Christian. God loves me. He loves everybody. Move along. He don't love the sin that none of us do. He loves everybody. He hates the sin that we allow ourselves to get into. He hates a liar. He hates a thief. He hates this. So he don't hate the person. He hates the sin. No? Why y'all so quiet over there? Why is y'all so quiet? Y'all is quiet. Woo! What's going on? You used to think I hated you, probably because people told you that. I used to think he hated me too. Per the Christians. I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them. I know y'all was over there thinking, I could feel it over here. Thinking and doing my hair hates the sin within us all. And yep, that part. All we have to do is ask for forgiveness because he does love us. But you do not see love in the church. You don't see long suffering. You said because you stopped stepping on toes. Oh, because I am stepping on toes. I love y'all. Just taking it all in and rethinking my life. I don't want to come off as the teacher pet, laugh out loud. I want to give somebody else a chance to answer. Listen here, it's good. Y'all know how we do. I mean, we ain't on our regular, so this is kind of like a closed caption class. This is like a secret class because nobody don't know we over here for real. It's okay. I've had people say the same things to me that they said to Jesus. If you saved, why you sitting over there with the people that's drinking and smoking? Why you over there at that kind of house? Well, how do I get them to church? He said, my stomach hurt. Uh-oh. I ain't saying you have to, but I'm not scared to go to these places. Because that's where the lost people be. Hell, some of them be sitting right in the church, lost. As we can see from right here. He said, look. He literally said, not everyone who calls me Lord will enter God's kingdom. The only people who will enter are those who do what my Father in heaven wants. Not the pastor, not the bishop, not the minister. What my Father in heaven, what God tell you to do. On the last day, many will call me Lord. They will say, Lord, Lord, by the power of your name, we spoke for God. And by your name, we forced out demons and did many miracles. And then I will tell those people clearly, get away from me, you people who do wrong. I never knew you. The only people that's the sinners is not calling out demons and talking about they speaking for God, and they not doing that. If God could save Saul for his purpose, there's hope for all of us. That part. That's all I be trying to say, Miss Vicky. And folks feel like God stopped saving people once he saved them. And all his grace dried up once he gave it to them. And all his long suffering and all of his loving kindness and all of this dried up when he after them there was no more. It's what the attitude that Christians put off now. Oh yeah, there's none left for you. There's no salvation for you. And if you don't come the way I get it, they're gatekeepers to God, honey. You're talking about gatekeepers to Hollywood. The Christians is gatekeepers to Jesus. Come on. Or it's only for certain people. Come on. So you're not going to go as hard for the Satan worshiper that you will for your cousin that's been on drugs? Oh, okay. Okay. Or your husband or your wife, you got the church praying for them, but a witch walk in and you already condemn her to hell. Right along with your husband. If we just going to talk about it. Church told me that. I'm trying to tell you. All right, listen, y'all. I was raised in the church. Listen, until 22. I was a 24, probably. I was a faithful churchgoer. Faithful churchgoer, baby. Paid tithes, was there. Whether I wouldn't even take a job if it was going to stop me from being at church on certain days. If they couldn't let me off on my church days, I wouldn't even take the job. That's how dedicated I was until I saw that the church was not about to help me pay my bills. Oh, well then I need to be trying to get to where I need to go then. I need to be not here on Wednesdays then, because y'all not going to help me. Well, then, hell, the job is helping me. Well, then I'm going to go over there. Then. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because I didn't take the job because I needed that money to take care of my children. And now I'm here. I can't even get no help from the church, but y'all want me here driving 45 minutes from East Valley, Arizona to the south side. or to 47th Avenue or 59th Avenue, all the way from East Valley, and ain't nobody giving me no gas except for one lady. She used to give me the grandma thing, slide me to shake my hand and had that 20 in there. She'll grab my hand like this and hurry up and let it go and look at me like, don't tell nobody. Have diapers for my son, everything. I done seen the real church folks, and then I seen them other people. So I'm about to go. You lived in Chandler? Close. Yes, we part of just running each other at the. Listen, I was out that way. Yes, I used to be all over, well, Metro Phoenix and all of that. Yes. Hey, we've been over here talking about these church folks. We've been over here talking about these church folks. We have. I just want y'all to think about that. The next time, Matthew 7. Matthew 7. I've been going ham on these folks on TikTok. You hear me? Because what y'all not about to do. Okay, let me ask you a question. Who just was I asked a question earlier. How many people have been to a wedding where they was playing secular music as the person walked down the aisle? And how many people went to a reception that was held at the church, or had their reception at a church, where they played worldly music, whether it's in the sanctuary or not? How many people that went to a wedding where they was playing Joe, Luther Vandross, Peebo Bryson, whoever down the aisle? You said everyone that I can remember, pretty much. So if secular music is a sin, and to play secular music in the sanctuary is a sin, why is it okay during a wedding? It's a normal thing. Okay, so then why? Okay, secular music is any music that's not gospel, right? Every wedding you've been to. And was they at churches, most of them? I'm only talking about the weddings at church. I'm not talking about weddings outside. I'm talking about weddings at church. So if secular music is against God, why is it okay to play it at a wedding? If secular music has never been okay to play in church, is not weddings in church? And don't the pastor be standing right there where William Murphy was at? No? We talked about it. I can't tell you too many funerals where the pastor didn't have to approve the secular music that was played. Even if it's an instrumental, still a secular song. Because I could come in here and play D4L and y'all gonna know the beat. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know. So is it not secular music because I take the words out? You said I'm from Bogalusa, Louisiana. They play it all. Oh, Lord Jesus. Question to the group. Since y'all studying God more and more, doing certain things, people think you acting holier than thou. They do be acting like you act holier than thou. Let me see. Who said secular music is not of God? They lied. God has used many. Come on. Come on now. That part. That part. That part. That part. To get you all the way right. Even with gospel, I don't know, singers and musicians. So if they sin in secret. Oh, you called it. I've been waiting for somebody to say, is the music different if the person is in sin? Because what's our boy Dietrich Haddon or whatever his name is? And what's the other one's names that they said they have fell into like sexual sin, and some other stuff. So is the music devilish too because the person is in sin while they making this gospel music? You hit it right on. I was waiting for somebody to bring that up. Oh, Kirk Franklin came out and said he had a corn addiction. Sure did. Did that stop y'all from listening to his music? Is he going to hell because he had a corn addiction? The same folks who put spells on secular music do gospel too. Miss Nicole. You see what I said? You see what I said? You see what I said? You see? I said, do they not know that the gospel companies are owned by the Sony rep studios that be offering people dome to get their gifts and stuff? To get their... Have nobody ever seen, what's his name? B Slade? We all used to sing Lord Make Me Over. And y'all didn't know that he was asking God to help him with what was going on that we didn't know. But guess what? That didn't have y'all up in the church. Y'all wasn't even worried about what God was making him over from. Y'all just, Lord, make me over. Lord, make me over. Y'all don't even know what God was. He was asking God. Now we know. So had you have known back then, that he was asking God to help him not sleep with men on the sly? Or that Fred Hammond, biggest song sampled by Boyz II Men, that part. It goes beyond all knowledge. He got a few songs that sampled by this secular music. You said facts, I was. Whenever people will start to realize that God be using the most messed up people, look at me, hell. If this ain't proof that he will pick up the lowest of the low, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Because if you call my family members and they try to say anything, oh, no, hell no, not her. Oh, well, even if it's true, we don't like her anyway, so we ain't even going, I heard Genuine Pony remixed into a gospel song and half. We just talked about how they feel like if they take one word and change it, that it's a gospel song now. Even though a Satanist mixed it down or wrote it and whatever else. But it's gospel. And like I said, Lucifer sang music that moved God. When are we going to remember that? He was literally God's iPod. When's the last time y'all seen one of these? He was literally God's iPod. Lucifer. He just hit Lucifer play. You said mixed it down and perverted it up. Come on. Lucifer play. Lucifer play. Lucifer play. This is what he was doing. Lucifer played the music that moved God. Whatever music that was, he played it. He was God's iPod first. His music. I mean, Lucifer, right. Lucifer used to be Alexa and Google Play and did. He was literally God's. I mean, Satan was Apple Music and was. This is why you have to sell your soul to get into the music industry. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Y'all know the story about the brother that had to sell his birthright? And what did he sell it for? Y'all remember the brother that sold his birthright? What did he sell it for? Anybody remember? They think that if they change the words, then it's okay and the spirit is still attached to the song. Come on, Jessica. That part. I'm gonna go over to TikTok. It keeps freezing. Ain't no TikTok. We on YouTube. Ain't no TikTok. They got us blocked. They playing over here too. Food. Yes, hot smarter. Yep. A bowl of red soup. Red lentils, wasn't it? A red lentil soup. Yeah, they on it. Somebody got mad because I chopped them in the throat. They'll get over it. We on YouTube though. Listen. Because they got chopped in the throat. And folks want to throw daggers and don't realize I got real ones. You want to throw daggers, and I got real daggers and katanas and a double-edged sword. So come on over here. I'm probably gonna get cut for what I'm saying to you, but you gonna get cut too. So there's that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen. So Esau and Jacob. Okay. So look at this. Esau sold all of the land. He sold all of the land and all of the everything that he had for a bowl of soup because he was hungry. What does Lucifer get you to do? If you go into that industry, what does Lucifer get you to do? Sell your birthright. Sell your birthright. Your soul is your birth. If you ain't got no soul, you're not alive. If your soul, your spirit, leave your body, we freezing real bad now. I'm going to go out and come back in. They playing. They be playing over here. So now they playing over here too, huh? They just won't let me be great. Let that post up. Give me a minute. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, y'all. If they come in, tell them it's posting, so I got to wait a couple of seconds. Give me 1 second. All I'm saying is, and I know I be getting on y'all nerves, I just be wanting people to be fair I be wanting people to be fair and not run people away from God, because that's what they be doing. We back. That's what they be doing. I seen your email, Pumpkin. I want to wait to open my gift. I mean, I open my gifts, but I know a lot of people can't. Well, I guess they'll see it on here. Y'all want to see what I got today? This is pretty cool, too. Never seen nothing like it. Miss McKinney from Paducah. Hey, I've been to Paducah before. I've been to Paducah. I think I got trapped in Paducah, like stranded. Thank you, Miss Deborah. I hope I'm saying that right. Miss Mackenzie. Y'all. See, some of this stuff I don't be knowing how to get it out without breaking it. We're going to have to push it through the bottom. It's a Galileo thermometer. Y'all heard of that before? I never even knew about this. How am I supposed to get it out? Without breaking it, it's glass. I can hear it. I don't want to mess it up. I might have to cut this box. Ah, there we go. Push it through the bottom. Push it to the limit. Oh, they playing on here. Thank you, Miss Mackenzie. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. This sounds very delicate. This sounds very, very delicate. I just feel like it's delicate. Definitely gonna have to keep this box. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let me open this on the floor, y'all. I'm scared. Come on. Got to be more careful, CERCA. Please open without breaking. Not gonna break it. Not gonna break it. There we go. This is cool. Oh my. Look at that. So this tells you the temperature in here. If it's 68, 64, 76, or 80 degrees, these rise to the top to tell you what the temperature is. That's cool. I don't even know where I'm going to put this where it don't break. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen one of these, ever. Y'all seen this before? I didn't even know this was a thing. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And it's probably close to 80 degrees in here, too. You have one? I never even knew this was a thing. Never. I gotta find a place to put this so I don't break it. Oh. Maybe we'll do it here. Yeah, that's where we gonna put that. I gotta put that where can't nothing bounce, bump it, or nothing. Thank you so much, Miss Mackenzie. I got freestanding. It's too many shelves, girl. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 6 standalone shelves. It's too many shelves. That's the problem. Now I ain't got enough. And she also sent me this. It's my, what's his name? What's the man name with the raccoon hat? We just put some pillows on the floor. Tut, I'm going to have to do that. Tutu, I'm definitely going to have to do it. I promise you I am. I'm going to have to do it because, listen here. That's, I'm scared. I don't know where to put it. What's his name? Not Paul Bunyan. Daniel Boone. Look it. Look. Y'all think I should fill it with wine? Like they used to do in the olden days? Here. Just a little. Because we don't know where we're going to see a stream again. Here. No. It's too much. Here. Come on, Aubrey. Come on. Wake up. Come on. Here. We only have a little bit more to go. We just need to go over that hill. If you can make it, there's water over there. Yes, it is movies in my head all day. It is. And I done lost the damn lid. Now I can't get it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. You said water. Jesus is water into it. Yes, baby. I'm going to help you stay alive here with my Daniel Boone purse. And I got one for my friend just in case. I don't trust where your lips done been. You know, we got 2. I'll let you drink off of this one. Because I can wash this rim a little bit better. See, on this one, your spit might run down on the sides. If you cough too hard when I give you some water. You hear me? It's Davy Crockett. Oh, okay. Somebody. Daniel Boone, David Crockett, somebody. So we gonna let y'all with the nasty mouths. I ain't gonna be funny. I can waterfall you off of this one. This one I can't. Your spit might run down the sides or something. So I can't, because I might forget and be trying to sleep in my, drink in my sleep. So you can't use this one. But if your mouth nasty, you can use this one. I won't be, because I can pour this like that in your mouth. Like kind of just, you know. Help us make the rewards better. I'm not completing nothing TikTok until y'all quit blocking me for stuff I didn't do. So, just in case your mouth nasty, this is yours. And I can't let nobody with a non-clean orbit mouth use this one. Thank you, Miss McKee. And don't forget, I got my pretty girl one too. Let's go get that. So, now. Thank you, Miss Mackenzie. Ain't she from a place I got stranded in? That's crazy. I could have been stranded in a whole bunch of places. I done been stranded in all kinds of places. I done been stranded in New York, Oklahoma, Illinois. This might be for the people that got a clean orbit mouth. I don't know. What y'all think? So you listen. So this for the dirty people mouth. This is for the clean orbit mouth. And I'm just gonna go on and keep this one for myself. Don't worry about it. If your mouth clean, you can drink off of this one. Here you go. That way we can see if you put some spit back in there or not. Somebody bought me this. I'm so grateful. But they all canteens. Young ladies, if you're going to be drinking and going to the club and you're scared about being roofied, or if you're going to like a festival and you're going to be outside and you scared, it's a police. Thank you. It's a police. I think they got them in all different colors too. I can't remember. Don't get mad at me. I don't remember who bought this. But look. So, I told my girls, my daughters, they need to get one. And it zips out. I think the bottle zips out so you can wash it and everything. But if you're going to be drinking, and you worried about, whatever, even if you take your purse into the club, because it be bartenders that be on funny stuff too. At least you know you don't have to sit your drink down. Well, let me see if our song will work. She rock and whip and wave her hips. She rock and sip and wave her. She rock and sip. It's gonna work, ladies. I practice. It'll do just what it's supposed to do. That's what this said. You can't put old wine in new wine skin, so I think this will be a nice wine skin to put it in. I'm just saying. I really did tell my daughters to get these though. All jokes aside. Look at that. Listen. I'm trying to see. I just want to make sure it's going to work for y'all. That's all. If you rocking and sipping and waving your hips, you go, oh, I forgot. You can't talk about secular music if you a sanctified, saved person. Never mind. Let me see. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. I forgot that's the song y'all gotta listen to. That's y'all song, church folks. I forgot. I'm just saying, because I forgot y'all don't listen to trap or no secular music or nothing. So let me not do that to y'all. Don't let me tempt y'all or nothing. Y'all sanctified and saved and stuff. I'm just saying, I'm sick of them. All the way to the highest level of sicktivity. I'm done of them. I'm done with Patty LaBelle and is. We outside with it and is. You hear me? So I messed with y'all today, but in all reality, family, we all sinners. And the moment that you start to learn compassion for people that their sins are different from yours, you said, I didn't stop with that. I'm over it. Listen, I thought of my friend who should have a purse like that. Yes, I think everyone should. But I'm just saying, y'all, all jokes aside, I'm going to sleep. I know the troubles is. You said, I know who troubles the water. You know what? I'm high. I'm to the highest level of sicktivity with them. Do you hear me? I am to this level of sicktivity. Prepared to be sick of me where I'm in sicktivity now. That's where we at. I'm over it. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Listen here. I'm over it, James. I'm over them. Listen. But all jokes aside. Daniel, how tall are you? And how much do you weigh? And how many kids you got? You said sensitivity is now added to the Urban Dictionary, and it is. Are we hanging out tonight? I don't know. Should we have Jesus juice? We probably should after this week. How tall are you, Daniel? 5'10" or 5'9"? Let me know before you go to sleep. I think if we're going to get blown into smithereens, we should. I know. Is they talking about we on high alert? You said I thought he was asleep. Right! Everybody thought you was going to sleep, Daddy. You got off at 12. Right. He ain't sleep. You said I may need to partake. I'm trying to tell you. Now, do they let you have Jesus juice on Instagram? 5'10", 180 pounds, 4 kids, but had 5'10", 180. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a good size up. Okay. Now, is your 180 in your middle part like mine's? Long as you tell them it's juice, okay. Oh, okay, good. Well, then we gonna do that then. And y'all know I put mine in the cup anyway. Wait a minute. No, we're still going to have to go over to our raggedy. We can't. The only way we gonna be able to do that is if we do it on our on Tap 9 Plays TikTok, and they keep kicking us out. Did you? What's our fault? That we both round in our midsection? I'm just trying to feel like if our bellies is gonna match. I know we can't do YouTube, so we might not be able to turn up at all. We might not be able to. No, I can't do it on YouTube, Miss Ramona. They don't let me because of the copyrights. I just want to know, Daniel, if our stomachs is gonna match. I'm just trying to see, because I've noticed my size that went all the way out. Like, I don't, if I sit down, I got another ring around there, and I just need to know how our stomachs is about to be matching up. That's all. We good. Oh, okay. All right. Good job, man. I got to make sure our bellies is going to match. We can't be standing in no, one of us got to have a, I do not want to be belly bumping. It be getting in the way. I got to see. Oh, thank you. Orville, listen. Orvaline. I just got to make it's like sword fight. Like, sometimes the bellies be in the way. I ain't saying all the time. I'm just saying sometimes you can't get as close as you want to. No, we still blocked y'all over there. I'm just saying, because mine is starting to cover up stuff that I've been able to see my whole life. I said, how do you get rid of this? Because I need to be able to see everything. And this thing is getting in the way of stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. Anybody else know my pain? Anybody? Like, wait a minute. There's things that are disappearing. I used to be able to look right down at what I need to, and then I got to kind of pick up some stuff and move it to the side. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. I don't know about this. Listen. Daniel said, don't worry about it. I know where everything is. How about you couldn't get back on? They playing. They is playing. I got some castor oil too. Yeah. All right, Mr. Gilliam. He said, don't worry about it. I know where everything is. Don't even worry about it. I do not need no map. And don't. I just dropped mine. I'm fluffy now. And girl, this the fluffiest I ever been in my life. Now I got more rings than Saturn. And do. Did y'all see my video from earlier? You can see this part of my stomach sitting out from the rest of my body. I said, now when did you get there? I'm about to anoint the screen. Listen here. Because, well, he said he my husband. We married on the internet, he said. He fancy and 180 pounds. So, the menopause got my stomach big, too. I don't know what happened. Listen. And yeah. Got my stuff all the way messed up. Oh, well, thank you. So listen. Let's see this, y'all. And I asked this question earlier, and we got some other people in here that wasn't in here earlier. Poor little Tink Tink. I know, it's crazy, right? I gotta start doing something. I've been talking about it too long. It's now time for action. With that, my whole nail just broke. No, you didn't. Now that's a first. And this ain't even got no tip on it, so that's weird. Whatever. Don't freak out. It'll calm down after a while. I went through it too. Yeah, this is weird. So let me ask you a question though. Everybody, because I'm probably about to get off here for a minute. And if we I got to figure out a way, because I don't know if they're going to let me on TikTok or what's going to happen with that. With the Tap My Place page, I'll try to get on there, but y'all know it kept kicking us out every 15 minutes, and that was annoying. Yeah, me either, Rita. It's happening right now, though. I don't know what's going on with that. But, quick question. Who today in class, even for yourself, learned that you need to watch and make sure that you're not being judgmental? I had one just this, and I can't imagine after 4. Listen here. Anybody? Did you just realize that you might have been along the lines with the other people? Mmm. So you missed the log that was in your eye and you was trying to get the lint out of their eye? You said you missed the lint that was, you was trying to get the lint out of William Murphy eye and TD Jake's eye, and you missed the big old log that's sticking out of yours right here. You need some help with that? Y'all do realize that on my post, that's what I was trying to get them people to see. I didn't say what he did. Not that you call me scrawny. We getting a divorce today. I'm gonna have to do you like I used to do my other husband. We getting a divorce. We was getting a divorce every other day. Not that you call me scrawny. Oh, not I was the skinny wife. If I even try to judge immediately, God will be like, what about the time when you, that part? Y'all, he called me scrawny. That's okay. It's fine. I was very little. I was stressed. What you mean? Anyway, here we go. So, back to what you said. I'm going to fix anything. I'm going through anything before he gets there. Listen here. I'm still the, we said skinny or chunky. I'm still the wife. Yes, he called me scrawny, y'all. Patty. Isabel gave you the chocolate. No. No. So look, you said I never left. Okay. All right. So with that, Mr. Daniel, all jokes aside though, y'all, how has this conversation that we've been having today changed your view of jumping on the bandwagon, sharing certain stuff? How has it changed your view the next time you see some tea and you get ready to expose this person's shortcoming? What will you do? My 4-year-old daughter talking about, you being in the front and the back. I'm changing my eating up and been exercising daily. Can't be the lady with the booty in the front and the back. Literally me right now. As my backside grew, my front side did too. I said, wait a minute. And kids, girl, they'll hurt your feelings. I told you, my mama said, where'd you get that stuff from? I said, the same place you got yours. Same store. The same deli store. I shopped where I saw you shopping because that's where I needed to go. No, but for real though, y'all. When you think about it now, and you think about just reading that Matthew 7, knowing what we've read in the other books that we read that say with the same grace and mercy and compassion that you give to somebody else, it's going to hit you with it. How compassionate were those church people that was all in his business? How much compassion did the church people show for William Murphy? How much long suffering or kindness and love did they show for William Murphy? I'm just going to go around typing Matthew 7 on everyone's post from now on, and will. I'm just going to look and be quiet. I'm trying to tell you. All right, Daniel, not here. You're trying to get me in trouble. In my inbox. Is you even friends with me on any of my... Come on. Let me quit messing with you. I'm going to quit messing with you. Because I ain't about to bust a damn grape. And he ain't going to let me. He didn't even let me go to my grandkids thing. He ain't about to let me do nothing. But all jokes aside, for real, today, and looking at what it is, you're not supposed to be lining up with men's laws, y'all. Y'all supposed to be lining up. I haven't accepted your request. I did. We was friends a long time ago. You know they be taking my peoples. Hey, Mr. Odell. You know they be unfriended. I just liked some posts last week, and I looked today, and I had to go back and re-like them. They literally, Daddy is going to beat me, Thea. Right, he is. They unfollow y'all. A lot of y'all followed in the beginning. Now I'm not even following. I was up to 10,000 people that I was following, and they're constantly, okay, I'll look and see. You said not Daniel tempting us with the judgmental thoughts already, and yes. He trying to get y'all suited and booted for hell already. He said, I'm going to work on it now. I'm going to work on it right now, and is. You said what? All I'm going to say, family, is we ain't none of us better than nobody. We all are going to sin. Not the Clapper app. What's that? He said, mind y'all business. All right, now. I'm just saying, all jokes aside, family, we gotta be not so quick to jump on these bandwagons and to be running people in the ground. You can do anything you want on there, and you don't need 1,000 people. Oh, okay. Okay. But do people gotta pay to be on there? I don't get notifications anymore. I have to look you up and see if you live. Over here? Y'all know why. Y'all know why? Oh, they don't have to? Okay. I'm going to have to look into some other stuff. You have Clapper too? Okay. So why we ain't been over there? I'm going to bed, got 4 hours of sleep. Good night, sir. We know you got a lot of stuff, but we want to see you. I get it. This is the thing, y'all. I just be trying to figure out which one is the best, because I'm mad because we even have this website and can't even use it because you told me I got enough stuff. I don't need another one. That's why. Oh, I don't, girl. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I be trying. Y'all see, I couldn't even remember what the password was to the other TikTok. I don't got no assistant. So that's the thing. Assistants keep up with that stuff. I don't have no assistant. I don't have nobody to do and go post what I'm trying to do. I don't got that. I don't have it. I'm 2 years in and I just be scared. I be scared, honey, because folks is not trustworthy, and I would be so sad if they found out something about anybody, or I'm scared for that. But I do want to say this, then I'm going to get off, because I'm going to have to figure out if I go live on TikTok another day, because they said if you go live 3 days in a row. So I think that, I know when I'm going to be offensive because I give warnings, that part. I'm going to go and try to see if I can go live on TikTok for a little bit on my other thing and see if it clicks us out. If it doesn't, we'll do our Jesus Juice evening on Tab My Place. So give me about an hour or two. What time is it? Oh, it's still early. It's early. Well, then let's do this. Tonight, I'm going to quit arguing with these people on here, too. I'm going to quit arguing. I'm going to quit arguing with them. I'm going to just send my application right here. Listen, I'm about to try to see if we can, thank you, Sarah. But this is the thing. You know, my assistant probably going to have to be where I'm at. You know what I mean? Because they're going to have access to my devices and all that kind of stuff. So that's another reason, because y'all know I don't like people in my space. I got just pray for me. Pray that God blesses me, that I'm able to open up. Because with all this stuff going on, with all of these other assistants, and with the stories that y'all send in our emails and stuff, I would be heartbroken if somebody posted any of that. And that's the main reason I haven't. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason I haven't, is because I don't want none of y'all business to be out here on this worldwide internet like a lot of people is doing right now. We can go non-alcoholic Jesus juice, and can please, while they got all of the sparkling cranberry juice in the thing, y'all better grab some. I used to drink that when I didn't drink. Me and my cousin, when we didn't drink alcohol, when we was sanctified in the church like that, on New Year's Eve, we'll go. Thank you. We would go and get sparkling cranberry juice and all of that for our kids. White grape juice, sparkling cranberry juice, and we would drink it and do that. So let me see if we can get online on TikTok on our other thing. And then, hey Mari, I'm about to get off, y'all. I'm so sorry. I've been on here for a long time. 3 hours and then an hour before that. So I'm about to go. But I'm gonna see if we can do it. I mean, because we might just have to do another night of 15-minute TikToks on Tat Not Place, because we don't really go live over there. So we might have to do, because it said go live 3 days, and I guess then after that you can go live for a long time. I don't know, because we just kind of, yes. So I'm gonna let me figure that out, and then I'll leave y'all something and let y'all know on our regular TikTok what's gonna happen. Okay. Y'all hear me? I might need to take a nap. That's probably what it is, because I think I'm like getting sleepy. I've been up since 3 too. So let me figure this out and see how we gonna do it, and then we probably gonna have our Friday night turn up. Are we gonna do another group video typing too? What you mean? On what? A group taping? My beard is growing back. Like Zoom. I gotta find something. Oh, like Zoom. Okay. I think we should. Sometimes it just, can I be honest with y'all? I just don't be wanting to deal with some of the crazies that come in that class. Because everybody that be in there don't be our family members. Some people just come in there and then they be throwing shade and all kind of weird stuff. And I be trying to keep my composure. And it's different when I can see your comments, but when I can see your face talking crazy to me, like, it is overwhelming. Because folks be trying to be like, well, I heard what CERCA said, but I'll punch you in your throat. Go get your own podcast. Right. I'll punch you in your throat. Go get your own podcast. Why you want to come over here in my freaking live and throw shade at me? Go get your own. Go get your own. So, I love y'all. Listen. That's why I had to quit doing it, because sometimes y'all don't even know. My level of pissivity used to be this tall. And that's why I kept taking the bathroom breaks. Because people used to come in here talking real good and crazy to me. For no reason. So, I love y'all. We're going to see a lot of people use Discord and you can't get in unless you have a link. See, that's what I be worried about though, Kanisha. Well, maybe for our classes. We gonna figure it out. Only reason we quit Zoom, y'all, is because they can take all of your likeness, and if y'all get on there and tell y'all life story, you can see your stuff in a movie. And your water be hidden and your yogurt extra strong. And listen. No, but for real, how you know I ate yogurt today? And how you know I was? Is you talking to me? Because I definitely had yogurt this morning, and I definitely had water. If you must not be talking, how you know about my yogurt and my water, Mari? Wait a minute. I don't know. I just be multiple conversations. Right. Or he might not have been talking about me. Who is he talking to? Because I I just had some blueberry yogurt and some water. Like, wait a minute. I just said that my stomach is going to go down because I realized I ain't been. I'm glad you got that because my keyboard is not letting me be great. I know. They tripping. All right. So, y'all, I'm going to go try to see if we can go live. I'm going to wait a minute, about an hour. And then I'll see if we can go live. I probably do need to take a headache. I think I had too much caffeine today is the thing. You was talking to me. Oh, okay, yeah. My endo. Keep some yogurt on that. But I think that's why my tummy got big because in the last year, I used to eat yogurt twice a day. And I used to eat a lot of smoothies too. So that fiber kept my stomach going. They, kept my stomach pretty flat. Well, this last year, so 23, I let go of my natural eating habits. Like, I ain't been eating salad 3 or 4 times a week like I used to. I used to eat salad for breakfast. And not because I was trying to stay healthy, because I like it. But since I've been doing this, I just been like getting fast food, or not fast food, but like pizza and stuff like that I didn't really eat that much of before. But I be on here so long that I don't be having time to prep and cook and all of that. So that part, yeah, y'all the reason I'm chunky. And I'm going to blame y'all until my stomach goes down. Because my family's starting to notice it now. Like, my family be saying stuff to me. This never happened in my whole entire life, unless I was pregnant. And then y'all send me more food, right? Because I just got some more food from Auntie K. And somebody paid her to send that to me. So, yep. You said so. No. But I ain't gonna lie, though. I was super, super thin when I first came over here. I just looked at some of my videos like, dang, CERCA, you was a little thin. Thank you. I'm appreciative. I definitely am. Either way it go, y'all, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to dress my skinny body, my mid body, and this big one. Listen here. So, there's that. I appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll continue. I know, Mari. Y'all don't even care. Y'all don't even care. What if it's a health risk? And I say, okay, I can't for health reasons. You still gonna do it? Y'all don't care? You said NDAs. You said I can't talk. Okay, cuz y'all be snacking too. We all, and I seen your snacks. And I seen that you didn't start eating candy stuff. That's what I was eating last night. That honey nougat in the dark chocolate. Baby, I was mad it wasn't another one. I said they could have replaced these 2 peanut butters. But I ate that and the peanut brittle. Damn near ate both of them in one sitting. Listen. Ooh, Jesus. I said, put this up, throw it out. Over there on the outside of you already got this. I'm over y'all. I am over it. I'm grateful, though. Honestly, I could be starving. My other family was going to let me starve to death. So here, which would you rather have? A family that overfeeds you? Oh, Lord. No, Jesus. Look, just wait a minute. You're going to let me lose 5 pounds first. Let me lose 5 pounds first. Maurice, Kanye workout players started. So that part. That part. You hear me? But for real, I love y'all. I am going to go because I want to figure out if we can get on YouTube because we haven't had our Friday night thing. And I think I might take a quick nap so that I can be up for this evening. So I really do love y'all. I'm really going to go this time. Y'all hear me? I'm really going to go. And then hopefully we'll get to do something this evening. To those of you that might have came in, we did record a little bit of class earlier. I know I'm about to go right now. See? And Queen, you just solidified why I'm about to go. Listen, I'm about to go right now. Bye. Because y'all know I